Hello friends, today we are going to continue chapter number 3, Movements Towards the New World, lecture number 6. Friends, in this chapter, up to now, we discussed that what happened in the world due to which again this world experienced the destructive Second World War. Though after experiencing the destructive result of the First World War, many powerful countries decided to establish peace in the world. They started doing efforts for that. And for that reason, they established the League of the Nations as well after the First World War. But the League of the Nations was failed because the aim for which this League of the Nations was established was not fulfilled, as this League of the Nations was not able to control the expansion and the colonization of the powerful countries. Friends, we discussed about in this chapter about the different incidents through which the Second World War came near. We learned about the fascism first, in which we discussed how Italy was ignored after the First World War. Though Italy contributed a lot in the First World War, Italy's expenditure, if you look at the expenditure of Italy, was more than $12 billion, and they also lost their more than 6 lakh soldiers. Though supporting in this manner, Italy was ignored after the First World War in choosing the territories. On the other hand, Britain, France, these countries, they choose the territories of their own choice. Friends, this was not liked by the people of Italy, and they wanted to take revenge of this. At that time, Benito Mussolini established the Fascist Party. Here it is said that he made a bundle of stick and axe as the symbol of his party, which was in fact the symbol of the power of Roman Empire. He adopted the principle of one party, one leader. He gave military training to his soldiers. And at last, Italy started capturing and the policy of expansion. This imperialism and expansion lead them to very near to make them Italy responsible for the Second World War. They broke their tie-up with the League of the Nations and joined the Rome-Berlin-Tokyo axis. We discussed about the Nazism, in which we discussed that Germany was considered responsible for the First World War. And when Germany was considered responsible for First World War, we learned that after this First World War, Germany was economically ruined. And after the Paris Peace process, when Germany was forced to sign the Treaty of Versailles, Germany was further economically ruined. Germans were angry and frustrated due to these unjust policies. They did not like Germany to sign this unjust Treaty of Versailles. Friends, here it is said, after that, in the year 1919, Adolf Hitler joined the National Socialist German Workers' Party, which was known as the Nazi Party. Friends, we discussed that after the death of the German president Hindenburg, Hitler assumed his post and started his dictatorial rule over there. He adopted very aggressive and severe policies, and he also made a massacre of lots of German Jews, gypsies, and mentally challenged persons. This whole event in the world history was considered as the Holocaust, genocide we can say. Friends, these imperialistic and severe dictatorial whole behavior of this Adolf Hitler lead to the Second World War. Third, we discussed that was the militarism in Japan, in which we discussed how Japan was also ignored like Italy. And when Japan was ignored like Italy, he was also not allowed, after the First World War, during the Treaty of Versailles, Japan was given some of the province of China, while on the other hand, France and Britain took the territories of Germany, took the provinces of Germany, which was not liked by France and the people of, which was not liked by Japan and the people of Japan. At that time, election took place and the party supporting military came into power and started again the expansion on the other countries. They started the colonization to establish colonization in other countries. They also broke up the tie up with the League of the Nations. These again became responsible. And last, we discussed that was about the fourth thing was the global depression. After the First World War, the situation became very weird. Starvation, unemployment, poverty increased. The powerful leaders of the countries thought that this was the temporary situation and would come to an end in a very short time. But it was a wrong belief. People started selling their shares in the Wall Street market in America, due to which the crisis was experienced in the Wall Street building, and this event was known as the Wall Street crisis. Friends, this global depression was experienced. This global depression was experienced in the each and every part of the countries, of the different nations. Even the Great Britain had to give up its policy of keeping the gold on the behalf of the currency pound. Even America kept certain restrictions on their international trade and production. This affected the trading of each and every country. So the nations went in the global depression, we can see. Friends, we started in the previous lecture discussing about the factors responsible for First World War. We discussed about the first factor that was responsible for First World War. That was the fierce nationalism. We understood that the fierce nationalism started in Italy, Japan and Germany. We learned how Japan was ignored, how Italy was ignored, and how after Adolf Hitler's aggressive policy, his policy of imperialism and expansion came into consideration. After that, this situation totally changed. In all these countries, the fierce nationalism took place, due to which now this brought the situation of World War very near. Friends, today we will continue with the factors responsible for First World War. Factor responsible for Second World War. Friends, in the previous lecture, we discussed about the first factor, that was fierce nationalism. Today, we will discuss on the another factor, that is groupism. Let us understand the second factor, that is groupism. Friends, you might have heard this word again. At that time when we were discussing about the factors that were responsible for First World War also, we learned in that also the countries started dividing into groups. They were divided into two groups, right? They started signing treaties with each other. Here also the factor responsible for Second World War, again this groupism played an important role. Here it is said that Germany had almost ruined the French army in the First World War. Friends, here it is said that Germany had almost ruined the French army in the First World War and also captured some province and also captured its some provinces as well. They not only ruined the French army but also captured some of the French. So hence France was afraid of Germany. Here it is said that France was afraid of Germany, and due to the here it is said so it went into the treaty. So it went into the treaty with the other countries like Belgium. Friends, here it is said France was afraid of Germany because already in the First World War France has experienced its army was ruined and some provinces were captured by Germany. So this time France was again afraid of Germany that same incident does not happen again, and so France started signing the treaty with the different countries like Belgium, Poland, Romania. France started signing treaty with such countries, we can say, and so same like the First World War, here also France started signing with the treaty with the other countries like Belgium, Poland, Romania, so that the power of France can be increased. On the other side, Italy also signed the treaty with Yugoslavia. Italy also started signing the treaty with Yugoslavia, Romania, Hungary, Greece. So here again Italy also signed the treaty, Greece, then we can say Turkey and Austria. So as France signed the treaty with Belgium, Poland, Romania, etc., same way Italy also signed the treaty with Yugoslavia, Romania, Hungary, Greece, Turkey and Austria. So Russia also signed. Russia also signed a treaty with Turkey, Germany, Iran, etc. On the other hand, even Russia signed the treaty with Turkey, Germany, Iran, etc. So here friends, we can see each and every country now they were busy in signing the treaty and joining the groups with each other so that they can secure each other. France made the treaty with Belgium, Poland, Romania. Italy also signed the treaty with Romania, Hungary, Greece, Turkey and Austria. Russia also signed the treaty with Turkey, Germany, Iran, etc. So this way they started signing treaties with each other. Here it is said that Italy formed the Rome, Berlin, Tokyo axis. Italy formed the Rome, Berlin, Tokyo axis with the support of Germany and Japan. With the help of Germany and Japan, Italy formed the Rome, Berlin, Tokyo axis. They formed a new group, that is Rome, Berlin, Tokyo axis. England and France formed another group. Even England and France, they also formed another group with democratic values, we can say. With democratic values, in which the importance was given to people with democratic values. Germany signed a non-aggression treaty. Here it is said that Germany also signed a non-aggression treaty with Russia, so that Russia can have faith on Germany, that Germany would not attack on Russia. They signed a non-aggression treaty with Russia as well. Thus, the countries of Europe, we can say, now by looking at this, we can see the countries of Europe in the fear of attack, signed the treaties with other nations. They also signed the treaty with other nations. This group formation played a vital role in Second World War. Friends, here it is said that this group formation, this played a very important role, as you saw from the very beginning in this groupism. Now each and every country were signing treaties with each other so that they can secure each other from the further war, and the countries that have signed treaty with them, they can safeguard them. Due to this reason, they started signing treaties with each other. Even Germany, they signed the non-aggression treaty with Russia. Thus, these countries of Europe, in the fear of attack, they signed the treaties with the other nation. And this groupism played a very important role in bringing the Second World War also very near. Friends, now let us discuss about the another factor responsible for this, another factor responsible for Second World War, that is militarism. Friends, let us understand another factor, that is militarism. This factor also we have discussed in the factors responsible for First World War. Another time, for the factors responsible for Second World War also, militarism played a very important role. Here, when we are talking about militarism, here it is said, after the First World War, on one side some countries, here it is said that when after the First World War, on one side, some countries were making efforts in maintaining peace. On one side, there were some countries who were maintaining efforts in to establish to maintain peace, whereas on the other side, some countries whereas on the other side, some countries were competing, whereas on the other side, there were some countries who were competing for expansion and increasing army on one side. So there were some countries who were making efforts in maintaining world peace. They do not want to experience such destructive war again in the future, and for that purpose they were making efforts. While on the other side, there were some countries who were competing among themselves for expansion and increasing army, air force, and naval force. So friends, on one side there were some countries who were making the efforts in maintaining peace, while on the other side there were some countries who were competing into them between themselves for increasing army, air force and naval force among themselves. All the European nations started the production. All the European nation, they started and kept the production of weapons. All the European nations, they started and kept the production of weapons increasing. They started the production of weapons increasing, and these nations were in the race of producing. These nations were in the race of producing better weapons than other countries. These nations were always in the race of producing better and better weapons than the other countries, so that they can show their power. And here we can see they were in the expansion of the army. They were making the weapons production increase. These nations were in the race of producing better and better weapons for themselves. Here it is said that after we are talking about these, here when the production of the weapon increased, now the countries became more and more powerful. Here it is said that the nations like Germany and Russia made military training compulsory. Friends, here we say the nations like Germany and Russia, they made military training compulsory for all. We can say for all. They made their military training compulsory so that they can make use of them. In the East, Japan increased. If we look at the east side, Japan increased its military force. In the east, Japan started increasing its military force, and finally, when England, here we say, finally, after when England and France tried to equip themselves, after England and France, they also tried to equip themselves with war weapons. They started equipping themselves with war weapons. The signal of World War II, we can say the signal of World War II became quite clear. Friends, here we can clearly see that how each and every country started the production of destructive weapons, how they started to give the military training. Here nations like Germany and Russia made military training compulsory for all. Then in the east, Japan also increased its military forces. Finally, when England and France also tried to equip themselves with the war weapons, now each and every nations of the world, they started to imagine that the Second World War is very near. The signal of Second World War was quite clear, because now each and every country were in the groups, they were well equipped with the war weapons, and now this militarism also played a very important role to give the clear signal of the Second World War. We learn about the another factor in our next lecture.